Hi guys, and welcome to today's video where we're looking at 21 names inspired by Halloween for pets. So we'll be looking at costumes, films, characters, and even mythology. So we're really digging deep for these names. So let's start off with boys' names. So the first name is Diablo because in Spanish Diablo means devil. Then we have Frank or Frankie or even Frankenstein, obviously because of Frankenstein and because of Dr. Frankenfurter from the Rocky Horror Picture Show, which I love, especially the original one with Tim Curry. The next name is Ichabod after Ichabod Crane from Sleepy Hollow, which, oh my goodness, I love that film. I know they've done a TV show, never seen that, but the film, you gotta watch the film if you've never seen it. Our next name is Lucifer. So Lucifer in Christianity is an angel who rebelled against God and was sent from heaven to hell. So Lucifer usually is identified as Satan. Next we have Pugsley after Pugsley Addams from the Addams Family. If you've never seen those films, you've got to watch them. The next name is Samhain. So it looks like Samhain, but it's Samhain. And like most things like Christmas, Valentine's Day, even Easter, most of those things have pagan origins, and Halloween is no different. So Samhain is an ancient pre-Christian Celtic festival of the dead, where people would build giant bonfires, dress up in costumes and try to scare off ghosts. It also marks the end of the harvest season and the beginning of winter, and it's believed that this is what we base Halloween on. Also, I believe that Samhain literally translates to November in Irish Gaelic. Is that the right one? So yes, it all kind of links in. And the final boy's name today is Salem. So Salem is a city on the north coast of Massachusetts and is famous for its 1692 witch trials. I love this name, but personally because I love Salem from Sabrina the Teenage Witch. Now for the girl's name. Now the first one is Bellatrix because I figured, we need a famous witch and Harry Potter's a very good place to start. Bellatrix is very dark and an awesome looking witch, so I thought Bellatrix works perfectly for this list. Next we have Buffy. This is of course after Buffy the Vampire Slayer, played by Sarah Michelle Gellar. Then we have something a little bit different, so we have Lilith. Now you might be thinking, okay, why is this on this list? Well, the meaning behind Lilith is of the night, and in some cases even night monster. And there's a bit of a story behind this. So in Jewish folklore, Adam's first wife before Eve was Lilith. However, because she did not submit to him, because she said we're equal, she was banished from the Garden of Eden and replaced by Eve. It's often said that she is an ancient demon and her offspring are evil spirits. Also, Michelangelo depicted her as half woman, half serpent, which is why I think this name is perfect for a snake. And also it can be shortened to Lily. By the way, just to be safe, you may have noticed I've censored these pictures. The way YouTube is at the moment, a video can be taken down for anything. So I have to, blur out all the devil's dumplings over here because, yeah, you never know what you're going to get reported on nowadays. Anyway, moving on. The next name is Morticia, obviously after Morticia Addams from the Addams Family. The next name is Sabrina. This is after Sabrina the Teenage Witch, who was played by Melissa Joan Hart. The next name is Tabitha. So I put this in here because I thought the girl from The Ring was called Tabitha, and then I realised I hadn't actually seen The Ring. I saw Scary Movie 3, and turns out the parody of the girl from The Ring is called Tabitha in Scary Movie 3. That all aside, I really love the name. I think it's like really old school, really like kind of medieval feel to it, and it's kind of creepy but awesome at the same time, so Tabitha is on the list. And the final name is Trixie. This is kind of to do with trick or treat. I kind of felt like, everyone likes a little bit of a trick, and Trixie just links it all together. And finally we have unisex names. So the first one is Blair, which I think works for both genders, although when doing research this tended to come up more for girls, but I think it works for both. And I put this in the list because of the film The Blair Witch Project, which at the time when I watched it when I was little, I thought it was real footage, so it made for an awesome film. But you know, once you know it's not, it's alright. If you've never seen it before, have a quick watch of that this Halloween. I think they're bringing out a second one. I don't know how good that's going to be, but anyway, moving on. The next name is Boo, obviously because, you know, like, Boo. Is that what ghosts... Is that the sound ghosts make? Boo. Wow. The next name is Fang. This is after, like, vampire fangs, but also Hagrid's dog, Fang. Then we have two names here together. I think if you have two new pets this Halloween and they're living together or something, you could always go with Hocus and Pocus. So Hocus Pocus is a very popular family Halloween film, which I've never actually properly seen all the way through. It's always just been on in the background. Maybe I should get around to watching that. Then we have Pumpkin. I think both of my crested geckos were once nearly called Pumpkin because they're quite orange. Obviously Pumpkin's pretty iconic when it comes to Halloween. You have to carve them. I actually love doing this. I buy way too many pumpkins every year. But yes, Pumpkin. And then the last name is Spook. So obviously Halloween is known for being scary and spooky, so I thought this worked. And also, if you do have a pet that's a little bit, you know, skittish, a little bit spooked very easily, I think Spook works quite well. So I hope you found a name that you've liked from this list. Even if you're not actually looking for a name but you still watch these kind of videos, then thank you, because I do try to put a lot of research into this, so I'm not just reading a whole list. You get a little bit of information as you go. With this one, I did actually want to tie it with Dia de los Muertos, which is Day of the Dead. But, unfortunately, when doing the research, obviously a lot of the main parts and elements of it is in Spanish. I was never taught Spanish at school, which is really annoying, so I might pick out a word that I think, oh, that'd be a nice name, and then it turns out it might mean parsnip. You know what I mean? So I don't think I could do that justice, really, but if you do have any suggestions, name suggestions that relate to Day of the Dead, let me know in the comments section below. But thanks for watching, guys. I hope you've enjoyed this, and goodbye.